Hello everyone, welcome back to the Ponless Challenge Run, the live stream series where we are trying to complete a hat in time while collecting as few pawns as possible. When we last left off, we managed to complete 3 more levels, including Down with the Mafia, which we were only able to complete while collecting 5 pawns, unfortunately. However, we also managed to complete 2 more levels, and hey Copper and Nicholson, thank you so much for dropping by, how's it going? But, as I was saying, thanks to the members of the Hat in Time speedrunning community who joined us last stream. They were able to show. It's basically explain a way for me to avoid get enough timepieces to get to Deadbird Studio without actually completing You Came from Outer Space or Down with the Mafia. And what that means is it is at least the idea of a truly pawnless challenge run is not completely dead yet. So that's definitely worth being excited for. So, for that reason, we'll actually be starting in Deadbird Studios, even though we still have more timepieces in Mafia Town, just because it would be really interesting to see if we can get enough timepieces, at least for a theoretically pawnless challenge run. Hey, Snowflake, thank you so much for dropping by. How's it going? Ah, you just finished doing Smash Copper Nicholson. Smash Ultimate. Yeah, that's cool. You didn't miss much Copper Nicholson. We're just getting started. And how's your week been, Snowflake? I'm thinking for tonight we'll start with... Well, we're going to start with Deadbird Studios, and this is a fantastic level. Without further ado, let's do it. That's a good question, Copper Nicholson. I think I've been all over Hat Kid's ship, and while she does have a laundry room, she doesn't actually have a bathroom as far as I can tell. At least not on the build of the game we have. Oh, that's cool. It's been going great for you, Snowflake.
This movie studio is too big for the both of us, DJ Grooves. The movie should be made by real birds.
If we want to talk about great voice actors in this game, Exhibit A. The conductor and DJ Grooves have great voice actors. They do such a great job. I'll finish this cutscene, Snowflake, then I'll try to answer your question.
You moon penguins are just gonna write some loud, noisy drivel. If I wanted a bunch of picnics to dance around while on birdseed, I'd visit my grandchildren.
And the dialogue for that is top-notch as well. I forget the name of the voice actors, but they both do a fantastic job.
Nonsense, darling, nonsense. You Owl Express birds are just gonna record another boring train-related
It really
western.
does set the tone for all
You've
this.
done so for the last 10 years, darling.
Of course, Snowflake, do you know the
we
name of the
haven't
voice
yet,
actors for
buffoon.
these characters?
Conductor, darling,
buffoon.
this year we'll be winning the annual Bird Movie Award, as our new movie props will bring in the audiences. These shiny things fell from the sky. They will light our movie sets and fill them with glimmer.
For the record, that's called junk.
Oh, yeah? Well, this time around, we're also spicing it up with our newest movie props.
And if you can believe it, it's also junk.
These hourglass thingies will be the grand jewel in our train heist western. What the what?
Honestly, I feel bad for the birds and the penguins in this situation, having to hold that up.
You no good, dirty picnics! You've copied our props!
I guess Conductor kind of sounds like Scrooge McDuck, though. I don't think it's the same voice actor, Copper Nicholson.
I would never, darling. Clearly, you're the one who took inspiration in my flashy new props.
Oh, that does it! Get out of here with ya! I've got a movie to record!
Conductor is supposed to be, I think, some kind of owl. And, hey, TechMad DMs, thank you so much for dropping by. How's it going? Yep, you came in right at TechNets, the best... You came in at the perfect time.
Fine by me, darling. But we'll be the ones who win the annual Bird Movie Award. Mark my word.
Xander Mopus as the conductor and Anthony Sardina as DJ Grooves. Thanks for sharing that, Snowflake.
Oh, yeah? Let's see
Oh, yeah.
how well you do when you can't get into the reception.
And that's a good point, Matt DMs. It is the New Year's Eve, so for those watching who's already experiencing the New Year, Happy New Year. For me, though, I still have a little less than 5 hours until midnight strikes.
Oh, wait, shutting the picnics inside the studio will force them to work harder.
Ha! Didn't think that one through, did ya, you pack neck?
All right, time to go, owls. Let's make our killer movie. Oh, and, receptionist, can you please close off that vent already? I don't want the smell of penguin to come anywhere near my crew.
Nice Snowflake. Happy New Year's Eve to you, too. And also, Happy New Year's, everyone in chat and everyone watching this on YouTube. I mean, if you're watching this on YouTube, it's going to be a few days after New Year's Eve. Before we move on, we're in Deadbird Studios, and this is the amount of pawns it took for us to get here. Now, granted, we were able to actually make it to here without, thanks to some glitches, we could get enough timepieces to start in Deadbird Studio without collecting pawns by going to the gallery and the lab time rifts. So, hey, Emoji Maker 55, thank you so much for dropping by again. How's it going? I'm just reviewing the amount of pawns we have to collect so far in the challenge run before we get back to Deadbird Studio, which, by the way, is possible to get here Ponless, thanks to you and I think it was AlbiSR who last stream were walking us through this. So again, thank you both so much. Now, unfortunately, it seems that looks like I'm experiencing technical difficulties, so I will be right back. My apologies, chat. It seems the Hat in Time is not responding for some reason, so yeah, that's true, Emoji. It was all, Albie walks us through it. You kind of just came in at the tail end, but that's okay. I appreciate it all the same. And you told us about that WASD less run. A Hat in Time seems to have crashed, so I'll be restarting the game. In the meantime, I'll try to answer Snowflake's question from earlier. So, Snowflake was asking how I was doing. And short answer is I'm doing well. The slightly longer answer is I spent a good portion of today doing some more work for my game. So I decided to do some more drawing of character portraits. So I'm still working mostly on Dorothy right now just to get different emotions out. But I did a lot of drawings with different, tried to draw Dorothy with like different expressions and facial expressions and such. And it was a lot of fun. It's interesting to see how, like, changing even the smallest detail, like just the way the eyebrows are positioned or how they look, can actually significantly change the emotion behind something, and that's really cool. It's like, yep, all nice enough. Like, yep, that's kind of what I was working on art-wise. I was also yesterday. I started drawing another character for my game, who's probably one of Dorothy's dearest friends. Her name is Cassandra, and the best way I can describe her is she is dark hair, has pale skin, a bit of a darker dress, and some unique headwear as well. The question says, Snowplay, it is actually spelled differently than you'd expect. So instead of Cassandra, which is how Cassandra, I think, is typically spelled, I only spell it with one S. Since, but beyond that, it otherwise sounds the way it does. And now we're starting the stream back up. Hopefully this looks okay. Yep, looks good. Alright. So I did that art-wise, and just before I started... Yep, glad you like the name, Snowflake. And just before I started tonight's stream, I did make sure to work on a little bit of dialogue in the game. So, still have a lot to write, but I'm basically writing an opening prologue scene, which... Well, actually, that's not true. I wrote the opening we'll say... the opening cutscene a few days ago. But as for, like, the opening prologue, I call it an interactive cutscene because there'll be more hints. Because there'll actually be, like, dialogue options. It's a dialogue depending on what you choose, so... That's, In order to do that, I have to actually write the scene first, and that's going to be fun. Yeah, let's try this again.
This movie studio is you moon penguins. I'm just gonna write some loud, noisy
I can't stand your movies. Easy
Picnics
packed
to
neck
dance around
at
while on
Penguin
birdseed.
and director.
Nonsense,
And I
darling,
can't stand
nonsense.
and your movies, darling. They're way too emotional. Ugh. And all those murder movie mysteries, my goodness, those are overdone. Can't we just have a... Right now, during this pandemic, what we need is a little fun, y'all.
You Owl Express birds.
Now let's show us how we're going to do it.
Conductor,
We're going to make
darling,
the best
this year
Happy
these
Time
shiny
movie
things
ever
fell
with
from
this
the
junk
sky.
here, darling.
They will light out.
Oh yeah. Well, this time
yeah?
around, these hourglass.
Well, we'll use this junk to make the best murder mystery flick you've ever seen.
What the what? You.
Ah,
would
you stole my
never,
idea.
darling.
No, darling, you
Clearly,
stole
you're the
my
one who
idea.
took it.
What just happened? It's called the Spark Notes version, Hack Kid. Oh, I felt like I've seen this before. Oh wait, I did see this
Wait,
before. Did I end up
alright,
messing with
time
Lad
to
again?
go, Owl. And
Oh, alright. That makes it interesting. One moment, we have a meme challenge. Leia joins the stream. But I do wonder, if Leia is joining the stream, how is she going to participate in this? After all, she isn't really a character in this game, and it's not like I have... Wait, what's this button? Ooh, I'm getting a message from one Sergei Asimov. Hold on. Uh-huh. Okay. I see. Hi. Hello, Leia. I see you've managed to get a cross-link setup, right? Why? Why what, Leia? Oh, you're pointing at Hat Kid. Well, this is Hat Kid. She's the star of this game called A Hat in Time. Ow! What, you recognize her, Leia? Oh, I see. Yep, you're right. Good eye, Cherie. That is a younger version of me. Yep, that's right, Leia. We're actually playing Emily's story. So in a way, this is kind of her game. I see Leia's excited to play this game now. Wait. Ah, good question, Leia. Why are we playing... What shenanigans are we playing this stream? Well, we are trying to complete this game while collecting as few pawns as possible. Huh? And so far, we've managed to get to this level Ponless thanks to some glitches from last stream. Wah! Yes, I know, Leia, we don't like glitches, and I had to fall off the map a couple of times, but it worked. And now we're trying to see if we can continue playing this game while collecting as few pawns as possible. Huh? Oh. So are you excited? I'm glad to hear you're excited, Leia. So, we're starting Deadbird Studio. This is the amount of pawns it took for us to start. We're starting the level with 34 pawns, and without further ado, let's see if we can beat this level pawnless. And for those wondering who Leia is the main character of Cross Girl Code. Isn't that right, Leia? And she was the main character from the challenge run that we completed, I think it was only a few weeks ago now, I think about it. But the Noah speedrun. And Leia did a great job during that challenge run. But before we go into this room, I do have to do the correct thing. As if Hat Kid couldn't get any cuter than this. But guess what? She can get even cuter. Watch this. Now she has 2 pairs of sunglasses. Twice the shades. Ah! Joke's on them. We don't have enough pawns to pay for that. Oh, cool, Emoji Maker 55. Thank you so much for sharing that. I'll have to check that out sometime. Now, let's see. Can we get up there without collecting pawns? Because I'm seeing pawns at some very unfortunate locations. Maybe if we stand on here? Okay. Please. Already, this is tricky. What's tricky about this is the camera light forces itself in different directions here, so... Okay. That is a really poorly placed pawn. Okay. We're up. Can we get in there? Oh, thank goodness there's no pawns in there. Oh, don't give me that look, Leia. I know I'm racking up expenses here, but this is all for science. Why? Because we're trying to avoid collecting pawns. Why? Because that bill is way too expensive to pay. Why? Here we go again, chat. I'm scared though, because that is just such a that's such a very inconveniently placed pawn. Oh dear. Oh Leia, don't give me that disappointing look. We have to restart. Oh wait, negative pawns. That's because... Oh, no. 35 pawns. I have to reset the... the counter, because we messed up there. Snowflake wants me to read a message as survey. How do I immediately remove this word from your vocabulary? Why? Why? I regret this decision again. Yep, no problem, Snowflake.
This movie studio is too big for the both of us, DJ.
Take three.
You moon penguins are just gonna write some...
before already.
Nonsense! You owl.
What?
Can...
Alright, we're just gonna skip cutscenes because...
What the what?
We're doing a speed read, darling.
You...
Fine by me.
Copper said no.
Wait. Alright.
Alright. So
and
let's see if we can dive into that vent correctly this time. But before we do that, we have to get the shades. Come on, it's the right thing to do. Now before that, we're starting Deadbird Studios with 35 pawns, and this is the amount of pawns it took for us to get here. Thanks to some glitches, we were able to get here through 2 other time rift levels, so it is at least theoretically possible to do a truly pawnless challenge run. And without further ado, let's see how few pawns we can collect this level. But first, let's get our sunglasses. We have to look cool. And rack up expenses. Why? Oh, don't give me that luxury. It was all for fun anyway. I mean... I just want to avoid pawns, that's all. Money isn't what's most important to me. I swear. No! It's happening again! No! Good question, Copper Nicholson. I have a headcanon where there is actually a train station right next to the, Skeleton Heaven, thank you so much for the follow! How's it going? I try my best to avoid pawns, but I'm making silly mistakes. And Leia's giving me the smug look right now. Hey, Shiny Golden Lotus, thank you so much for dropping by. It's been a while. How you been? Welcome to the Ponless Challenge Run. Or I should say the minimum Ponless Challenge Run. Hi, Stelton and Evan. Glad to hear you're doing great, Shiny Golden Lotus. So, if you're wondering how we've been doing so far, this is, I'll show you once we get in here. So, we've been keeping track of how many pawns we've collected for each of the levels so far on this challenge run, and we've been doing pretty well so far, and thanks to some glitches from last stream, we actually managed to progress further while avoiding some levels that would require us to collect pawns. So, it is very interesting trying to avoid pawns in this game, just because they're everywhere. Yep, this is strange. This is strange DLC, isn't it, Shiny Golden
Studio
Lotus?
is too big for the you moon.
Nonsense, darling, nonsense.
In DLC,
you Owl
this is-
Express birds are just gonna record
this is
another
just my story.
boring
I
train
mean,
rela-
It's sure the gameplay's a bit different,
wait.
but I personally think
Conductor,
it's
darling,
cute. Wouldn't you
this
agree,
year
Shuri?
will be winning the annual Bird
Aw,
Movie
Shuri, you're
Award,
going to
as
make me
our
blush.
new movie props will
Watching
bring
all
these
these
shiny things fell from
Watching
the
all these
sky.
old videos of me
They
when
will
I was
light
younger,
our movie
having to
sets
go on
and
my
fill
adventures
them
and
with
trying to
glimmer.
avoid Space France, or trying to get back home to Space France. This was a particularly difficult time for me, Shuri. I mean, you have to understand, in Space France, and all of that junk you see there was actually fuel. And without fuel, I can't get home. And my mother and my father and all the cows back on that one farm. Well, don't worry, Shuri. It was a very interesting journey, but I had to try and avoid collecting pawns because, well, you're not supposed to take money that isn't yours.
Oh, yeah? Well, this time, these hourglass.
And if you're wondering what's happened here, Shuri, time dilation is very bizarre when you're moving at the speed of light.
What the what?
Five.
Oh, Copper Nicholson is just saying that in jest. I've had other friends before, Shuri. I mean, remember how I told you I had that one friend who was a bit quieter and she reminded me of
the
you?
picnics inside the
Well.
studio will force them to work hard.
Hello, Taste Sparks. Thank you so much for the follow. How's it going?
All right, time to go, owls. Let's make our.
Welcome to the, I should say, the minimum
down,
pondless challenge run of A Hat in Time. Right now we're watching a cutscene again because I have not been able to get out of this lobby while avoiding pawns. But it's been fun so far. Glad to hear it's going pretty good. Chat, for those who don't know, Tay Sparks is another artist who I've actually gotten the chance to see some of her artwork before, and she does a great job. And she's currently, question, Tay Sparks, is it alright if I talk about what you're currently working on, or is that something you'd prefer to just keep on the down low until you have more of it done? Because it's really cool what you're doing. Oh, before I forget, we're in Deadbird Studio. We've collected 36 pawns, and that's how many pawns we're starting with. Here's the amount of pawns it took for us to get here. Without further ado, let's try to get out of this room without collecting those pawns. I'm sure. Okay, K-State Sparks. But before that, I do want to at least try to focus on getting out of this room because I failed this so many times already. You know what? Maybe it'll be a little bit easier on the right side just because we can get to that upper platform without the pawns. And yeah, I agree, Stelton Heaven. Hat Kid is extremely nimble, and that's because this game controls very well. Have you ever played this game, Stelton Heaven? Because if not, I think it's in my opinion the best 3D platform I've ever played. So you can double jump, you can dive. There's wall running. It just has such great control to it, and of course, it is cute as heck. We have Hat Kid, of course, who is adorable. And she has a bunch of hat abilities. So right now we have the Witch Hat, or the Brewing Hat, which lets us throw these around. But yeah. Let's see if we can get out of here without collecting pawns. And yep, look at her double sunglasses are the best. So my favorite outfit, we might, you know what? If we do really well this stream, we might actually get to see Cat Kid in my favorite outfit for her, but that's only if we get to a specific level that involves a marching band, so we'll see. No! We don't have any pods, we're never going to be able to pay this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the story of how Emily, Sophie de Belmont, racked up her college debts before she even went to college. Oh, come on, that isn't fair. Well, don't worry, Cherie. There's a happy ending to the story. Mod. Oh, thank goodness. Now it begins. Alright. Yep, it's deadly cool while too. Hatchet goes into depths on the string to get her junk. But, I love the attention to detail in this game, and as you can see right here, Hatchet's like, now it's as though she's in a spy movie, because guess what, ladies and gentlemen, this is a stealth mission, believe it or not. Like, one of the things I love about this game is how it just plays with so many different gameplay ideas and genres, and this is like so different from what we were doing in Mafia Town. And I love just how unique every level is in this game.
Ready, darlings? Let's take it from the top.
Yep, Cat Kid definitely looks cute. I agree, KK Smarts. Cat Kid is adorable. Even Leia agrees. Now, and this game also has fantastic game design, so not only... What's fantastic here is that they show us the stealth mechanics in a controlled environment. So you see there the penguin with a little cone of vision there is in a spot where you can easily avoid, and they're all looking away from you. So it gives you it lets you get your feet wet in the mechanics without really getting too stuck there. And right here they teach through gameplay with the levers that's clearly marked, and also makes it so that you have to hit it to progress. So you learn this right here.
Let's make this
Are you kidding
happen.
me? I did not. Chat, did you see that? The pawn wasn't even on here, and somehow the umbrella managed to swipe that. Gosh darn it. Leia, I know you're disappointed too. Why? Ah, fair enough. A stealth in heaven, your own playthrough. That sounds like fun. That's a good point, stealth in heaven. Yeah, I agree. It is fun to watch other people play games you enjoy. Exactly, Snowflake. That's why she didn't mind the cheating. She related to her life for trying to know. Boom, Lord Stunted. Yep, umbrella. I agree, OG Maker 55. That umbrella range is way longer than it looks. Why? It's not like that was hard to avoid, it's just... That's okay, because this is a fun level. Isn't that right, chat? Isn't that right, Leia? Let's try this again. Okay, what is this now? Take 4 or 5, I want to say? I've lost track. Me too. I don't remember how many times I had to redo
This movie
section.
studio is too big for you.
Knock you out.
What?
Hi.
Conduct
hi.
these shots.
Well, what the?
I swear, we're just going to be watching... This entire stream is just going to be DJ Roos and Conductor yelling at each other in this lobby. At this rate. We're a half hour in and we haven't made any progress. Well, okay, that's not true. We made a tiny bit of progress. We at least proved we can get out of this lobby, but that's not really saying much.
And receptionist, can you?
But you should mention that, Copper Nicholson. You actually can't damage the birds, so that's not an option. You actually do have to do this stealth. But yeah. We're starting this level with 37 pawns, and this is the amount of pawns it took for us to get here. Without further ado, let's continue. First guy got the glasses. And of course, just for fun. Boom. Oh, you like that, Shuri? Me too. Explosions are so much fun. That's a great comment, Snowflake. This was before. You have to remember, the birds got those firearms from those scientists they spat on Shadoon. And well, this isn't Shadoon, so that's why the birds don't have guns here. I love how much of the lore is extending for the stream lore is extending tonight too. You guys are doing a great job. So good job, chat. Yep, I know, right, Ted Ideas? They bill us a stress party as soon as you do means they saw you do it and did nothing. That's actually a good point. Which means... What if, chat, this is actually like a candid camera kind of film, and really, Conductor and DJ Bruce are actually doing like a stealth film in a movie studio, and they're getting like really gritty footage with Hat Kid here, who doesn't realize she's actually being filmed. They're getting her to do free acting for them. It's the perfect film idea. But the only question is, which one of them is going to steal the film for Award 5032? That's the real question.
Let's make this movie happen. Owls in position.
I don't know, Copper Nicholson. They seem to enjoy what they're doing, so I guess they enjoy it. No, cool, dude. That is actually his name is The Conductor. Just like DJ Bruce is literally named DJ Bruce. Now, here's a tricky situation, chat. We do not want to get spotted, but at the same time, there are pawns down there. Oh boy. Well, first, let's get what's up there. Get up there, Ponless. Oh, yeah, we done. Yard. Yes. And I agree, Cool, too. The music is really good. I mean, doesn't it sound like it's the perfect stealth music for a game like this? And even Hat Kid is getting in on the action, like with her little... She's doing a little pose as though she's on a stealth mission. Now, the first question, can we platform on the back of that platform? Because if we can't, this becomes a lot harder. Looks like we can. Aw, thanks, KK Sparks. And also, look at this, chat. He didn't see anything. Imagine if this is what was in the movie. Okay, now, I've got to keep a lookout for trespassers. I heard someone broke in through the vents. I wonder where they could be. Worst guard ever, right, chat? He had one job. One job. Alright. Looks like we're avoiding those pawns. See, look at that, chat. At least that guard is looking back and forth. Wait. Oh, this could be even funnier. 1 second. I'm curious about this. Okay, never mind. That was a bad idea. I didn't see the... He didn't have, like, the cone of vision. I thought maybe it wouldn't count. Listen, chat, you can't blame me for that. I mean, I was looking at it from a game design perspective. That guard had stealth vision. Yep, and that's a good point, Snowflake. Emily, brutal melee, punching everything in her path, completely destroying the competition, and also very skilled at knitting. A woman of many talents. Isn't that right, Cherie? Yep. Imagine the chances of Hat Kid getting smashed. Will it happen? Probably not. Would I love it if it did happen? Of course. She would be an amazing addition. And she has a full moveset too, so there's plenty of options for her. Okay, there we go. And we're still at 37 pawns. Now, I think we have to... Wait, that's ice yarn. We want that. We'll have to... I think we'll have to go around. Well, actually, can we make it to that... We might be able to make it to that, Yeah, we can. Please be... Okay, good. That's a good point. Emily is showing a lot of restraint, but you have to remember, this is Emily when she was younger, before she learned how to punch real well. That's right. I wasn't always the punching machine you know me as, Cherie. But I did mess around with the laws of physics, so it balances out. Walk around carefully. I want that. And ladies and gentlemen, we can finally craft another mandatory hat. This is the ice hat. You agree, Leia? It's adorable. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you're probably saying, what is this hat? What is this cute hat for? It lets us do this. Then Hat Kid becomes an ice statue. It's a really fun hat. It also basically lets her do a ground pound, so that's fun. But for now, I want to keep the witch hat out because it's too adorable. Come on. What are you talking about? I still wear hats. It's just that in Cross Worlds, they don't show up on your avatar. On your... Isn't that right, Leia? Actually, yeah, no, we have to go this way, I think. Oh, wait, before we go, I had to do the thing. It wasn't a perfectly shaped cactus. It had it coming. We're still at 37 pawns. Let's avoid that one. It's applicated parts. It's a bear cub hat. Like, she's a little bear cub. I am curious about something. Would the ground pound, like, push pawns away? Of course it wouldn't. Okay. I'm not going to say anything about that Topper Nicholson, but to be fair, Hat Kid has had to defeat a lot of opponents, so things have happened. I think we're good here. Now, I know there's yarn up there, but there's also ponds there. Do we dare risk it? Are there any bugs in this game? Snowflake asked. Well, if you were here last stream, you would have clearly seen that there were a lot of bugs. We exploited some bugs last stream in order to even be able to get here, Ponless, so... I'm debating going back up there for the yarn, but it's sketchy. Yeah, let's see if we can beat the level first, I say. Alright, now I just... Yeah, I know it. Yep, I knew exactly what you meant, and I missed my ride. Why? Wait! I said this to them. Wait, no. I did not harass that owl. That owl harassed me. Oh dear. And there's yarn up there. Wait. Let's try that head. Hey, there we go. Now, for those who are wondering why I don't just bother crafting the sprint hat already, it's because I want to make sure we have enough yarn for... There's one other hat that I think is mandatory for this game, and as long as we can get enough yarn to craft that, then I'd be okay with crafting the sprint hat. Get up there. I'm trying to see if maybe we can get over there just by diving really far. I feel like with the right platforming, we might be able to. Oh dear. No. Why are we all the way back here? No! Well, day for the day. Actually, wait, can we stand on that? Maybe? We can! Look at that, chat. Using the environment the wrong way. Let's go! That's a good point, Snowflake. Hey, it is Emily, because she does have her hoodie. We just can't see it. Yep, earning them double sunglasses, exactly. Oh, that almost sent us flying towards that pond. And that slope has really fast acceleration. A snatcher coin. Unfortunately, we can't get this yet because we don't have the Death Wish mode unlocked yet. But... exactly, Emoji Maker 55. Everything has collision except when it doesn't. Why am I I over here? This doesn't make any sense. I can't stand up there, it will just slide us off. So, we must avoid the ponds, though. Maybe if we stood, like, right on the edge and walk straight. No! I swear I played this game before. Oh yeah, that's a good point, Snowflake. The little hair that Emily does have does defy gravity. Oh, now they're just keeping score. Why? Oh, we can walk up here. Can we walk up here? This is really strange, chat. Look at me, I'm a trapeze artist, is Slayer. This is so silly. That's true, Emoji 855. Apparently we can bomb on carpets, that's a good point. Now, let's see here. There's something up there, if I remember correctly. But there's also pods. And we get over there without using that wire. Might be able to. Wait, what? Oh, right, we can destroy that. I wonder, can we stand on the conductor's platform? If we can, that might work. We can. Huh? I sure hope they catch that intruder, darlings. I wonder where she could be. Good questions. Snowflake, what is it, Leia? Did you used to have your hair in a ponytail because of Emily? Oh, that's right. Shizuka debuted it that way, right? Wait. Oh, but you still wear it that way because you like.
What are you doing? Get out of the set.
That's very sweet, Leia. Yep, exactly, KK, as far as 5 time. Now we just need to get past this penguin, and there's a chest. We're still at 37 pawns. I really hope this isn't pawns. Thank goodness, it's just a relic. So glad we did that. Of course, now we're just kinda, we have to go back the way we came. I feel like going back will be easier though, because we have more height to work with. Actually, can we make that jump? I think I've gotten on top of that speaker before, so hold on. Top of that speaker. Nah, that's trying to grab some straws, so. Hang on. Nope, okay. Let's just do this the way we came. Actually, that's an excellent point, Snowflake. I think the way it would work is that Leia's hair is probably like a preset for the game, so you'd have to actually change in some kind of character creator. I remember the character creator for Crossworlds. It has so many options, even more than Code Vein, and that's saying so much. I mean, if you've ever played Code Vein, that has a lot of options. Oh dear. We'll have to make some very clever jumps. Not like that. We just need to get to that ladder bad. If we can avoid that palm. Okay. We're going to do this. Come at like this. Let's go! 37 pawns. We're still at 0 pawns for this level. Let's go.
Cameras, lights, action!
All right. So next order of business is, I remember this being tricky because we have to hit a lever and then not different. Yeah. I see. Wait for it. Actually, yes, Snowflake, that is canonically correct. These are indeed space birds. So I think they're called space owls and moon penguins, if I'm not mistaken. Or at least I know about the moon penguins. Now, we're still at 37, that's good. Now, this is interesting because this introduces a new mechanic, I think. But first we have to start it somewhere. Ah, here it is. So here's a new mechanic. Because the security footage is from those cameras, we can actually shut it off temporarily by doing this. Pretty cool, right, chat? Down there. Okay. It's the fuse box, that's what they're for. Right? Now for a tricky part. Wait, that's a chest. I think that there's a vent somewhere to get in there. Pons! Stay away from me, Pons. Oh no, Snowflake, I'm not annoyed at all. In fact, I really like the callbacks to crosscode. I'm fine with it. And chat, if you haven't ever heard or played a crosscode before, I'd highly recommend at least checking it out. It's one of my favorite games of all time. It's an amazing action RPG with a great story, and it's very, very underrated in my opinion. Oh, tough again. Where are we? Okay, we're here at least, so we didn't lose that much. I figured out such bad DMs, but I'd highly recommend trying it out again when you get the chance. And I agree, it is so good. It's definitely cool too. If you want to play the game better, do it quick before we spoil the whole thing. I'm going to try not to do like heavy spoilers for it, but dear. I'm trying to figure out how we get up there. It's not difficult, I just need to time it right. We are so lucky we have all these heart pawns here. Okay, we're up. Wait a minute. Oh, it's down. Noted. Oh, that was scary. It's definitely Snowflake. Leo was the sandwich the whole time. Honestly, they sound kind of more like crows to me, but I think just for effects. Can we get that chest without collecting that pawn is the real question. Okay. Rip token, let's go. Now we have to get out. I just have... Wait, what? Oh, we hit a checkpoint, so I guess that works. Yep, that's one way to get out, is by just jumping into the abyss and hoping to come back out, because clearly that's how physics works. Oh dear. Nope, no, okay, we're not doing that, That's annoying. Okay, I can climb up there. If we can get on top of that fence. Oh, please. We need to get on top of that fence. Oh dear. Nope. That was so close. We got so lucky there. We were inches away from a restart. Actually, wait. No. Maybe if we dive over that owl? Please? Okay, that works. Not graceful, but it works. I'd say even if you're not the best at platformers, I'd highly recommend giving this game a shot because the early levels are pretty straightforward and it gives you a lot of time to learn how to play the game, I think. Alright, all we have to do is finish this last section, Ponless. Well, there might be glitches to get up there, but... Well, actually, that's not a question of mine. I think I'm just... Oh, no we can't. They didn't give collision there. It's all good. We'll do this the correct way. And the correct way is pause. Never mind, we're not considering different options then. There, no. Oh, you know what we could do? It'll be tight, but we might be able to jump over that penguin from here. Let's face it this way. Yeah, they are really charming. This game is very charming, except at the end, and it's also cute as heck. Let's go, that works. Oh dear, pons. Okay, wait. We're good. Now we just need to... How are we gonna do this? That's a really long jump. And there's pons in between. But, like, that's the ending right there if we get over there. Okay. What I'm thinking we do, we're kind of going to go diagonally here. So, we aim for the middle bad, and then try to just continue diagonally to the left. Or, no, that's too tight of a jump. Do it. No! Why? Alright. It's at the last moment too. We are gonna have to reset the level, but I will. I do want to try and practice here since we are here anyway. I think of Sergey as more. Is he a father figure? Kinda. I think of Sergey more as like a... I think of him more as like a counselor than anything else, if that makes sense. Now I say, well, how's that any different from a father? Well, because at the start it feels like Sergey is more just a working relationship with Leia at best. But then slowly it becomes something more like friends or something like that. No confidence. Oh, an older brother. That's actually... I think that's a better way to think about Coolwall, too. And also, Shizuka's sister. Now, let's see here. When we jump on these pads, I think they force us forward, don't they? Yeah, they do. Okay. And we're about to die. So what that means, chat, is because it forces us forward, we can't go for the second bad. We'll have to go for the last bad. If we can hit that last bad from like a long jump, that might be enough. No! I mean, we're resetting the level anyway, but... Okay, we need to hit that final bad. That's... Alright. Jump. Jump. Dive. Okay, that's what we have to do, but we actually have to do it in practice. So... From the top... I know, Cherie, I know, it's a lot, but... Trust me, the timepiece in this an area was acting up so much. It kept resetting us like Groundhog Day. It was very tricky. Good question, Copper Nettleson. You'll see why at the end of the level. Good question, Cool, too. You'll see why at the end of the level, but first we have to actually get there. I am actually going to... I think now might actually be a good time to take a break, just because I... yeah, I do need to take a break, and it's towards 8 o'clock anyway, so don't go anywhere, guys. I'll be right back. Alrighty, welcome back everyone, and yeah, Cool Wall 2, if you like Terraria, absolutely, and you want to speedrun it, go for it. I always like to encourage speedruns or challenge runs of any kinds in games. Alright, from the top. Yep, welcome back everybody. Here we go again! You like the emote, Leia? You think it's really cute? It is indeed. It's very cute. It's such a cute resemblance of you, Ushiri. Yeah, that's a very cute emote, Snowflake. Alright. And here we go again.
This movie stood you.
You are.
I honestly feel like this is Groundhog Day, honestly.
Conduct these shots.
Well, this time
I've had to do this so many times. Can't we just call this Metal Gear Solid 6 Groundhog Day or something like that?
You know.
I would. Fine by me, dog.
That's actually an interesting question, Copper Nicholson. If you really enjoy a game, why would you want to speedrun it? Well, because in order to speedrun a game, it's kind of like saying you understand the game so well, you're able to do it as quickly as possible.
Wait.
And there's fun to that as well.
And reception.
Oh, that's... Do tell, Cool Wall 2, do tell. You saw a Metal Gear mod for A Hat in Time? So, we're starting this level with 41 pawns. This is the amount of pawns it took for us to get here, and because of some glitches, we could do the gallery and the lab time rifts early, which means we could, in theory, get here pawnless. Without further ado, let's try to beat this level. Of course, let's stare glasses for good luck. Oh, okay. Well, you should mention that, Cool Wall 2. I might have actually heard of that mod. Is it, like, really a lot that involves Hackett going through, like, some kind of military base? Because if it is, then I think I might have heard of that. Alright. Now let's see if we can end the vents. There we go. That was clean. Now the stealth mission begins. Oh, it's funny you mentioned that, Copper Nicholson, because I actually have read Ready Player 1, and I'm currently listening to the audiobook of Ready Player 2, the sequel to Ready Player 1, which actually just came out. It's a lot of fun. And I'd highly recommend the book to anyone. Especially if you enjoy video games. It just has so many references. Okay, fair enough, Cool Wall 2. It was just,
this movie happen.
it just had sneaky but wasn't really a military base. Okay. Well, even so, Metal Gear Solid is a very famous stealth game franchise, so... Go this way. Then... Unhacked. Here. Not what I wanted to do, but it's okay. I'm really enjoying Ready Player 2. It's really fun, and I was definitely wondering at the end of Ready Player 1, like, how are they going to make a sequel to this? But no, I think they did a great job so far, and I still have a few more hours to go in the audiobook, but it's just a lot of fun. Like, if you liked Ready Player 1, you'll like Ready Player 2. It's just so much fun. Our hops. Oh, nice Cool Wall 2. Yeah, I got to hear that your dad read Ready Player 1. Such a fun bunch. Copper Nicholson, have you read Ready Player One, or have you only watched the movie? I haven't watched the movie, but I'd say in general, movies tend to change things compared to books. Not always, but a lot of the time. In Ready Player One, at least the book, only some areas are PvP zones and some aren't. Alright, still doing good on pawns. Oh yeah, no, I'm glad you saw that this time, cool too. It is pretty funny just having to hop over that area on the roof. Great. What about the entire Hamlet script? I don't remember that. See here. Up, here we go. Now we have to avoid the staying spotted here. Very, very sneaky. Not Hamlet movie, but I think I don't think there was a scene in Ready Player One where they had to recite the Hamlet movie. It was, at least in the book, there's something involving Monty Python, and I'll leave it at that. About Monty Python and the Holy Grail, which, by the way, if you haven't seen it, hilarious movie, highly recommended. Alright, doing good. Need to get up. We just need to dive over that bird. Come on! Try this again. Yes, Copper Nicholson, the Holy Hand Grenade is from, that movie. Oh, okay, that's a good point for all too. Yeah, it would have had to have done that, unless it was just like a recording of an actual stage production of Hamlet. Yep, that's a fair point for all too. Not all movies change the script from like a book, but a lot do. I'll say it involves another Easter egg and going back into the Oasis again, but I'll leave it at that. Copper Nicholson, because I don't want to do spoilers. Yeah. Alright. Well, for 1 pond, we just need to make this jump to that last badge. Let's go! That's the end of the level. We still have the same amount of pawns. I think that means we did it, ladies and gentlemen.
Magnificent. Stunning. This trophy is everything I desire. On the shelf in my living room.
Oh, brother. I think this guy has his priorities mixed up.
Of course, this big trophy is just a plastic replica. The actual trophy is really tiny. Oh my, what is that I see?
Good question,
is it
Snowflake.
true inner beauty? An innocent soul with a heart of gold?
Just see, Hackett looks at the huge bill of expenses and destruction she caused in the studio. Yes. I'm an innocent little child. Hi!
Oh no, it's just a little girl. Hello.
I'd relay it is cute.
Oh wait, you're not a penguin. Oh, that's good. I could use some non-penguin company around here, as all my penguins are frankly terrible actors.
Acting? But I never wanted to be on stage. I'll get stage fright. And I'm just a kid, you know.
Here's the biz. I need your help. I'm on a terrible losing streak, and I just have to win this next annual Bird Movie Award. There's no doubt I absolutely must have you as the star. Here, let me take care of this.
I agree, KK Sparks. Penguins are awesome. Why me, though? I just want my junk back. Your junk? Yes, my junk. Those shiny things. Those are props. No,
We need
it's
to give
my
you a bird
junk.
passport, darling. Step right over here.
Let's see, but to answer your question, Snowflake, if I had to change any one thing about crosscode, it would just... I would have to say it would be the... I would want to do an overhaul of the inventory system, since that is the one area I think could use some improvement in crosscode. And like the shop system especially, I think that could use an overhaul. Make it easier to buy items without collecting various resources, or make the resources needed like lesser,
Most
because it
important
is
part
very
of a
confusing.
passport is the picture,
Or better
darling.
yet,
You
keep
have
the
to
same
look flashy
system,
and
but
stunning.
centralize
Step right
all the
over here.
shops from like
Let's
a
take a
single hub, so that you don't have to like look up, okay, which shop, one of these shopkeepers in which one of these hubs has that one specific item I want. It would be great to be able to see it just all from one menu. I think that would be the one change I'd make. But before we go on, chat, we have to do something
Okay, put on a
extraordinarily
smile
important.
and stand still, please. Don't move.
Stand still. Do you know who I am? Mr. Penguin, I do not stand still. After all, I am an agent of chaos. And aren't I adorable?
Let's see how the picture turned out. Oh, darling, you're not very photogenic, huh?
Oh, come on, that was the smut dance. That is extremely photogenic.
We've got to fix this ugly mugshot up with some old-fashioned photo doctoring. Here, take these markers and turn yourself into the most stylish, fashionable young lady.
But I already am stylish. Can't you see my hat? And this is one of the cutest things in the game, chat. We actually get to draw some stuff on the picture, so you know what? I think they got the face right, but they didn't do my hair correct. Let's fix this. My hair is orange, after all. You know what's great about this, chat? There's going to be a YouTube, like, highlight of doing this level Ponless, and almost half of the video is probably just going to be us in this, drawing on him. Just drawing on Hatchet. I'm trying my best to get her for some orangish hair. It's gonna take a while. Thankfully, we have elevator music for this. Some people go like really all out with this thing. Oh, that's a... You know what's kind of funny here, KK Sparks? You do so much artwork, and the first stream you happen to join in on happens to be the one that involves some kind of artwork. Yeah, I agree. This is kind of like MS Paint in a way. See. Nope. Now, as you can see, I am not the best at art. I'm literally just shading in her hair right now. Or attempting to. The hair was a bit more golden before it became orange. Yeah, you don't mind me asking, KJ Sparks, what kind of things did you use to draw in MS Paint? I know for me, with MS Paint, I wasn't very good, so I always just drew random shapes and stuff. Okay, that's great, Snowflake. I have to read that. Ooh, Traveler, and the Envoy of Change. Take this photograph shade to open new levels in this section. Let your every step form the path of your journey. Wait a minute, this is the wrong game. That game hasn't even come out yet in this timeline. What's going on? Am I seeing the future? And who is this beautiful blue-haired girl in the future? I hope I get to meet her someday. Oh, that's a reference to Crosscode, Copper Nicholson. Ah, I see, KK Sparks, so you used MS Paint to draw OCs. That's cool. And a lot of... I mean, we all have to start somewhere, KK Sparks. I mean, my original Pixlr I used for some of my earlier games was terrible. Like, absolutely terrible. Now I think I'm okay, but there's always more to learn. That's what's fascinating about this. Oh no. Cool all 2 the time and your computer's crashed from Paint 3D. No. I hope you get that that fixed. Yes, Snowflake, exactly. Hold on. I also should be, if it's the space bird. Wait a minute, you're right, Snowflake. In Crosscode, the birds were actually the Shadoom were actually birds, which means, wait, does that mean Conductor and DJ Grooves are like the great, are like grandparents of Shadoon, or at least descendants of them? That would extend the lore, wouldn't it? Ah, fair enough, cool wall 2. Yep. C dash, oh, Conductor, yes, cool wall 2, that's great. Now, I want that to be a thing, gosh darn it. Honestly, I should read that message in DJ Grooves' voice, because it just fits too much. You traveler, the envoy of change, take this photograph shade to open new levels in this movie studio. Let your every step form the path of your journey to stardom, darling. You're gonna be us. You're gonna be big, kid. How's that? Let's just keep growing. You know, this actually isn't turning out half bad. I mean, I'm just tracing around it, but... Okay. I am such a perfectionist with this kind of stuff. Oh wait, if I do that, I just want to delete everything, so... I think. Okay, sounds good, cool too. Enjoy your dinner. Comes back and I'm still just drawing. Now let's see here. There we go. There's our yellow hair. Or, I'd say as close to orange as we can get. I think that'll do for now. Oh, actually, you know what? It wouldn't be Emily without a proper... Now, hear me out, chat. Cover that first, and then... There we go. Now it's Emily. That's the best I can do right now, chat.
Perfect! Let's slide this picture into your passport, and here you go. 1 passport for you.
Yep, exactly, KK Sparks.
Wonderful, darling. Oh, just wonderful. Meet me at the movie set tomorrow, and we'll make you a star.
Does this mean I'm legally a burb now?
Hey! What you think you're doing? Oh, you can't just jump in and fiddle with
How
the
long have you been
annual
there?
Bird Movie Awards? That's fraud! Fraud! Hey, everyone! We've got a fraudster over here!
And you're trying to use my junk that I need for fuel to get back home to planet France. And so I think we're even.
Oh. Where are my owl guards at? Why are the owls so darn useless?
I mean, I was dancing right behind them, so I was out of their line of
Listen
sight.
here, lass. You're in big trouble. If you're helping crooked DJ Grooves rig the awards, and I can't take you to jail, then you're got to help me even the score. That's right. You're got to be the star of my movies, too.
But I don't want to be a star. I just want to go home.
Here, hold our newest prop. Practice showing it off and bring it to my movie set tomorrow. You got that?
Hi,
Don't
Dr.
be
Slipper.
late.
Thank you so much for dropping by. How's it going? Wait. Oh, don't worry, Mr. Conductor. I'll practice. I'm just going to borrow that prop or that junk and never bring it back. Wait, what? You can't do that, lassie. No! Come back. And we did, ladies and gentlemen. Ponless. Time to update the counter. I know that took a while, chat. That took way longer than I thought it would, but it's okay. Let's update the chart. 0 pawns for Deadbird Studio. Oh no! Fair enough, KK Sparks. I'm not cute enough for the star role, but I know someone who is. Huh? Wait! Oh, you're camera shy too, Leia. And you're right, Leia. This isn't, this is Emily's story, not your story. Very well. But these are so embarrassing. Leia, I just don't want you to see me like this. Emily, if she sees you like this, it'll bring you two closer together. Well, very well done. So back when I was this young. Alright, chat, what I'm going to... You know what, chat? I'm gonna put up a poll for this, just for funsies. Picture Perfect or Murder on the Owl Express? Which will it be, chat? They're both fun levels, but... now that we kind of have a choice, I'd like to have you, for bearing with me through, like, more than an hour of just Deadbird Studio. Let's include you guys. Adding poll. Alright, chat. Let's see. New poll. Which level should I play next? Or on the Owl Express? Or Picture Perfect? And we'll be live for 5 minutes during the poll. So while you're doing that, chat, I will... Hello, Nate Awesome 12. Thank you so much for dropping by. How's it going? There's currently a poll up right now to choose which level to play next. And I agree. You're here to check out some gameplay. You have no idea which level is which. Okay, fair enough. It's funny you're checking out my stream for gameplay of all things, since we're actually doing a Ponless run, so this is a challenge run. Right now, these are some of the levels we've completed so far that, and how many pawns we collected of them, or rather, how many pawns we were able to collect at minimum. And we're trying to get as far as we can while collecting as few pawns as possible. So, if you're interested in, I will say this, if you've never played this game before, Nate Awesome 12, it has a lot of charm. I mean, just look at that. Isn't that adorable? That kid is such an adorable character. But on top of just being very cute, the levels are all very unique and have a lot of heart and charm put into them. The platforming mechanics in A Hat in Time are really solid, as I can double jump, I can dive, and I can cancel out of all this stuff as well. I can short hop, long jump. dive and run. There's just so much you can do with the movement. On top of that, there are different hats that let you do different things. So these are the hats we have so far. I can throw little brewing hats around, or I can ground pound. And Hat Kid's on her spaceship, so it's... Yeah, I know, it really is cute. It is super, super adorable. And while we're waiting for chat to vote, let me show you more of the reasons why this game is just so cute.
What a lovely spaceship you have here. Sorry for the break and entering. I just really wanted to see what an alien spaceship is like.
I mean, I looked at this. It's like, it's a cat wearing a chef outfit coming onto a spaceship for an adorable platforming protagonist.
You know, I expected aliens to be more green and probably with a thirst for flesh. But I guess you aliens
12, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it.
Hey, if you're looking to explore our planet, you need to understand it first. Otherwise, you won't know if you're stepping on grass or quicksand.
And the other thing about this game is the voice acting is top-notch. Like, all the characters are just so zany and have such good, like, such emotion behind them. It's so
Don't
cool.
know how to identify relics? Fear not. Cook Kincaid is here.
Wait. No! It's a tutorial! No! Oh, don't give me that smut face, Leia. Ooh. I've done this to myself. This is what I get for losing all my fuel and missing in class in Space College. Or I should say, Space Elementary School. And yes, Snowflake. You can choose to jump. Leia would be shocked. Oh wait, I think we did actually have to do this for a relic.
You can identify this relic at the podium. If you place them on the podium in the correct order, you might be able to make sense of it. If you're able to identify a relic, something great might happen.
Oh, I see Nate Austin 12
You
too,
never
voting for
know.
Murder on the Owl
So
Express.
keep
It's a
an eye out for
fantastic
relics.
level. But yeah, I had retake smarts. That's how I feel when I get sucked into a tutorial. It's just like, no! I mean, I understand why tutorials are here. It's important to have tutorials in a game so that you obviously can understand it. And there's different ways to do it. I think this is an above average way to do it. Or I'd say it's a good way to do it, but not necessarily a great way to do it, because you still have a wall of text and explaining it to the character, but at least here it's being explained in an entertaining way. So that makes it better than the traditional where you have like a fairy or something. It's just wall of text after wall of text. Okay, now do this. Now press the A button. Now here's how you block. Make sure you do it correctly the first time. That drives me insane. But the kind of tutorials I do like the most are the ones that teach through gameplay. So either with no talking or with minimum talking, and have you actually learning how to do something in a controlled environment, and then teaching through gameplay, I think is what the
I've
proper
taught you
term is.
everything I know about relics.
Now, to be fair, A Hat in Time already does a great job of teaching through gameplay, so no, not criticism of this awesome platformer. I'm just talking about tutorials in general and how, like, bad tutorials are a pet peeve of mine. And this is not a bad tutorial, I'm just saying that it reminds me of bad tutorials. Alright, so let's see how the poll turned out. Alright, 80% said Murder on the Owl Express, which honestly doesn't surprise me. It's a fantastic level, so that's what we're going with then. Murder on the Owl Express it is. Hopefully we can complete it Ponless. I do have my concerns about this level because there's a lot of doors. But, we'll see. Okay, Copper Nicholson. I hope you have a nice dinner. How am I going to handle tutorials in my game, Snowflake asks? Yeah, Snowflake, you can call me Ant for short. That's actually quite normal, so lots of people just call me Ant for short, and I'm A-okay with that. Now, as for how I do it in my game, I would do teaching through gameplay, like, through most things. And if I have to explain something, I would try to do it in a way that's feels natural to the situation rather than just saying, okay, it's tutorial time, now I'm going to show this there. Or if it is going to be like, okay, it's tutorial time, it should at least make sense. Like, say, if it's actual training, for example, like, then I could justify talking about how to do different things, you know? But for the most part, I'll try to teach through gameplay where I can, and where I can't, I try to make it as much sense with where we're at as possible. And look at that cover art! Isn't that amazing? That's a great loading screen art. And also, chat, isn't it cool how, like, there's a different filter here? It makes them look different. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the best levels in A Hat in Time, and I think it was actually presented at some of, like, the conferences when they were first starting to show off this game. And it was definitely a great level to showcase. And you guys will see why, it's just so well done. But, we're starting this level with 41 pawns, I want to say. Let me put that. Yep. We are starting Murder on the Owl Express with 41 pawns. This is the amount of pawns it took to get here. Without further ado, let's enter this amazing level. Please don't be a pawn. Thank goodness. Okay. Yeah, what we've learned from Down with the Mafia was that there was a...
Why, hello there, fellow owl. I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting.
Oh, also, these crows are amazing. They have such a neat looking outfit, but also the voice actor was good for them too. As I was saying, I'm concerned about the doors because if there's like a pawn in front of a door, that's a forced pawn at that point.
As you can tell, I am also an express owl. I do much hooting from one owl to another. We can share details, yes? What is your uncle's sister's maiden name?
Oh, and chat, you can actually one of the cool things about this level is you can actually input different words for optional dialogue in this game, in this level, so that kind of makes it feel a bit more unique. So, alright chat, throw out some names there. What is our uncle's sister's maiden name? Well, if I remember correctly, my uncle's sister's maiden name might have been Justice. Jane? Okay, Jane's not bad. Alright, we got Jane, we got Dalton. Tech Matt DMs was first, so I'll go with Jane.
Oh, it is... I see. This is the kind of uncle's sister's maiden name I would expect.
Oh, cool, KK Sparks. You're watching a stream, drawing, and reading webtoons for New Year's night. Cool. Oh no. Yeah, going to sleep at 1 to 3 a.m. on a regular basis would really mess with your sleep schedule. And I know if I had to do something like that, I would be completely unfunctional, like not able to function the next day. Well, unfortunately, said about Dan's, we can't really change it now. It's a bit late for that, sorry. But it's all good. Well, okay. If enough people want it, fine. We'll restart the level for this. It's okay. We'll go with Dalton. Oh, no, I agree, KJ Sparks. I think that's adorable. It's kind of like when, in that one SpongeBob episode where they're cursing, and instead of cursing this, you hear like a dolphin squeaking or something, and that's, it just has that kind of same feel to it, and I really liked it. Yeah. We're starting with 41 pawns for Murder on the Owl Express. This is the amount of pawns it took for us to get here. Without further ado, let's start the level.
Why, as you can from one owl to another, we can share. Oh, it is. I see. This is the kind of uncle's sister's maiden name I would expect from a fellow express owl.
Unlike a name like Jane. I mean, that's just so average.
Hello, fellow Express Owl. Do you care about security? I care about security a whole lot.
I don't know if you could tell by my trench coat, but I am actually a security.
You should
Owl.
not be going around telling information to strangers. It could be a security risk. I can help your daily life become more secure. What is your favorite combination of letters and numbers?
Well, what is my favorite combination of letters and numbers? That's an easy one.
I see. Is also my favorite combination
Aw.
of letters and numbers.
You like that, Leia? Thanks. No problem, Sheree. Well, to be fair, I don't think I actually wrote the words Leia there when this was happening back in time, but I'm embellishing a little bit just for you. Ah, darn it, Snowflake, that would have been amazing. Did I restart the level again?
Did you notice that there's suddenly a lot of crows on this train? They all gone up. Speaking of, Edward, what do you mean you fell from the sky?
Just what I said. I fell from the sky.
Did you know that having a pet helps improve self-confidence and relieve stress? Did you also know that pets can have pets? Unfortunately, us Express Owls are not allowed to have pets. It is a sacrifice we must make in the name of hooting. But if you had a pet, what do you think the name of your pet's childhood pet would be?
Alright, chat, I'll hear you out from this. What I'm thinking at this point is we should at least see all the options for inputting dialogue, then we'll restart the level, input these options on. That's too good. Yes, Dr. Sputnik, yes!
Is certainly an interesting name for a pet, even for a pet's pet.
Good thing Monsieur Grasshead isn't around here to see this. I think... Yep, re-message as a follow. I hate you all! Especially you, Pentafist. Histamillinator. You're not a part of this stream. Monsieur Grasshead, this is my story. Or rather, this is my story. Alright, I think there might be one other place where we can input dialogue right here.
Oh, hello, fellow Express Owl. I am stuck on an advanced mathematical and scientific issue.
I am stuck on filling out a CAPTCHA. They're so annoying,
Do you
aren't
see
they?
this advanced formula on the blackboard? Can you decipher the scientific formula for me? What does it say?
Alright, chat. Give me a silly scientific formula. I know it's CAPTCHA, but just for the memes. And then we'll restart the level with all of our choices. So it's Dalton, I love Leia with 3s and 0s for things. Apollo for the pets, and we need a scientific formula. Or something silly. Yes! No. Tay Sparks is right. Monokuma.
See, the
It fits.
solution is...
The solution is Monokuma! It was obvious!
Thank you, fellow Express Owl.
That's right! The solution was me all along!
And thank you for agreeing to the terms and conditions on the backside of the blackboard.
Because after all, this level's about murder! That was great. Okay. Now we're gonna restart the level with all those input properly once. Now, chat, I know we're not accomplishing very much in the stream, but honestly, as long as we're having fun, that's what matters. Take 3. So we're starting Murder on the Owl Express with 41 pawns, and this is the number of pawns it took to get us here. Without further ado, let's start the level. That's a good point, Ted Matt DMs. Think about a potential answer
hello
in the
there,
meantime.
fellow owl. I don't believe as you get from one owl to another, we can share details, yes?
No,
What?
and-
Oh. It is. I see. Hello, I can help your daily life become more secure. What is your favorite combination of letters and numbers?
Okay, let's see. It was zeros and threes. There you are, Cherie.
I see. Is also my...
Now,
Did you know that but if you had a pet, what do you think the name of your... Can you decipher the scientific formula for me? What does it say? I see. The solution is... and think...
Alright, now we're finally starting the level proper. I think the way we have to go... We can't get up there initially just because you just can't... No matter what you do, you just get stuck. Or you just end up sliding down, so... Oh no, pons. We have to be very careful here.
So I said to her, don't go into the store. So I said to her...
And what's really cool about this level, I'll explain it in a bit more detail here, but they actually, as you can see, they're letting us explore the level a bit first before the actual gameplay begins. The main gameplay level begins, so give us a little lay of the land, which is really cool.
This is why some owls choose to pluck their feathers. Which body part of yours are you the most ashamed of, fellow Express Owl?
Alright, chat, we need an answer for this, and please keep this PG. I'd reset Matt Dance. It can kind of... I bet. You know what? You're right, Snow. Oh, Flay, that's... that's it.
Express Owl, you shouldn't be ashamed of your... But you'd better get your... checked out by a doctor. I read online. It could be a sign of bird flu.
Wait, that's a sign of bird flu? But I've always had that since birth. Does that mean... Oh, no. I need to go see a doctor. Well, actually, that didn't happen. There's no doctor on this train, so I guess we can't. Let's move on. Oh, you used calves. Interesting choice, said Matt DMs. Aw, thank you very much. There's some yarn. And right over there is a conductor token, which will give more points for the conductor. That. Oh my goodness, you're right, KK Sparks! Hodays are a sign of a Dr. Roper protagonist, and Emily actually does have an Ahode, and right now we're on Murder on the Owl Express, which means... Oh no. Someone's going to get murdered on this train. Aren't they? Someone's going to get murdered, aren't they? Uh-oh. Ladies and gentlemen, that might be our first mandatory pawn of the level, because I do know we have to go that way at some point. Why? Maybe there's some alternate route? No, we need a key for that, which we don't have yet. Fair enough, Techman DMs. Okay, I think that's going to be our first mandatory pawn of this level right there, so... I don't think there's any way to phase into, like, another room or something like that. We have to go that way, so... Let's try... Well, let's at least try sliding along the door. I don't think it'll work. Yeah, it's not going to work. That pawn's mandatory, so that's one mandatory pawn. There's our key. That was a shame, though. Aw, that's actually a great... Yeah, she doesn't wear her hats anymore because she accepted her Hode and loves it now. Boom! Lore extended for Emily. Alright, chat. Now, I've said this before, but I'll say it again. Hat Cat has a lot of cute temporary outfits, and this is another one of them. And prepare for cuteness in 3, 2, 1. Isn't that precious? Isn't this so adorable? It's like she's a little Sherlock Holmes.
Is this the kid with the hat? I hope you like my present.
Who's there? Oh wait, Monokuma, is that you? But no! I'm just... No.
Go to the back of the train. Your uncle's sister has come to visit you.
My uncle's sister Dalton?
You better show your fam some love, or I'll be talking to a corpse next time.
A corpse? No. I need to find Dalton. Where's Dalton? Oh, yeah, no, you're right, KK Sports. It is 0. No. Dalton, no.
Murder! On my Owl Express? I can't believe someone would murder one of the Express Owls. And I can't believe even more that it's your uncle's sister.
No, not my uncle's sister Dalton. That was my favorite one of my uncle's sisters.
What do you have to see for yourself?
Oh, wait. No, Dalton's just fine. Wait.
Ooh, you're giving me the quiet treatment, eh? That's what a murderer would do.
Mr. Conductor, it's not my uncle's sister. She's innocent. I can prove it. I'll find proof no matter what. I've played all those Ace Attorney and Zero Escape and Danganronpa games. I'm an expert in this field.
Leave this case to us. We're Caw, the Crow Agent Watch. We've been monitoring everyone on this train since the last station.
I knew who all those crows wearing trench coats were suspicious from the start.
We'll be searching the entire train for evidence. No one is allowed to go outside of this wagon.
What? I can't even walk around in my own train? Oh, how dare ya!
But you're a suspect.
Once the clock hits midnight, we'll get off at the station with the murderer in cuffs. Stay here while we investigate further.
1 hour left. And now, ladies and gentlemen, begins the actual stealth session of the day. And this mission is just so cool. As you just saw, it has such a great setup, and now it justifies the stealth because you'll notice as we move further around. And you're right, KK Sports. A group of crows is called a murder, so we have to dodge this murder of crows while also trying not to get detected. So now what's cool about this level is, and good game design, is that we actually got to see a couple of the areas before we were able to freely roam around some of the areas before it became dangerous, and it's kind of like giving us a preview of the level, so that's really cool. Now, go that way. We want to make good use of our time here, so I think... Yep, there's some evidence. And what's cool is the options for who the available suspects are at the end of the level. How many options you have changes depending on how much evidence you collect, so we're going to try and collect all 6 pieces of evidence just for fun. Oh. Well, I kind of had to learn because I need to get my jump to get back to planet France. And, well, when you're stranded in the middle of space, it does give you a bit of perspective on things, and you are willing to try anything, honestly. Okay, so we go Nightcap. Hello, Darius. Thank you so much for dropping by. How's it going? That kid talks sometimes, though not often. He also can do, not that. There's some way to, there we go. She can also do things like this. So she can speak.
Oh, hi!
Yep, that's a good one. Unsuch mad dance. Bye, like, boop. That's always good. Oh, right, that's it. That was close. We almost got caught. Oh, right. We have to go around here. Right. There we go. Oh, I saw it, Eris, but I liked some of the other suggestions just a little bit better because they made reference to some other things. Like, don't get me wrong, Pod is... saying Podders or PodChamp would have been funny, but I think putting Monokuma there is even funnier, so... Okay. I want to get up there, but I'm having trouble remembering... Oh, right, we need to use that, can't jump it. Alright, it's okay, it was just a hard pod. Careful. And now we actually have a use for the ice hat. Whee! Wait! It was a lie! No! Betrayed by the ice hat! After all we've been through. It was a trap! I blame Monokuma for this. But Zero is the one running, calling the shots this time. You can't tell it was me. And we have to input all that stuff again as well. All right, chat. Last attempt for tonight, since it is getting closer to 9. So we're starting around the Owl Express with 43 pawns. This is the amount of pawns I took to get here. Let's hit it. Let's start the level.
Why, as from one owl to another, we can share detail. Oh. Hello, I can help your daily life become more secure. What is your favorite combination of letters and numbers? I see. Did you know? But if you had a pet, what do you think the name of your pet's childhood? Oh, hello. Do you see this? Can you decipher the scientific formula for me? I see. And it was way too much sauce on the pizza.
And there we go. Now we're back here.
Which body part of yours are you the most ashamed of, fellow? Oh, what?
Gets to go up there. And up there's, I think, our first mandatory pawn. Hopefully there won't be any others in this level, but considering how many doors are on this train, there's no telling. So, only one pawn so far, which is good.
He was missing one of his feathers.
Now we have the absolutely adorable detective outfit. Exactly, our worst nightmare is the doors because of all the pawns in front of them.
There was a giant.
Exactly, Smith-like. Now we go back to the main part. Dun dun dun. Was it you, Dalton? I hope Dalton didn't do it. We need to prove Dalton's innocence.
One state.
We only have 1 hour to do that. Which, if I'm not... I think 1 owl hour is 7 in human hours, but whatever. That could have gone bad, but it's okay. Oh, right. Rec room first. Grab that.
Gotcha!
Alright, now let's not use the ice platform this time since we found out that was a trap. Very, very sneaky. Let's try this again. Carefully jump up here. Wait a minute. We have to go up there. I think we do. Let's try exploring around the bottom first. If not, that will be another mandatory pond. I don't think there's any way just to hop up there from down here. And I've tried in other playthroughs, in like some other times I played this game just for fun.
We all wear the same coat.
There's the VIP room and the front of the train again. I don't remember if the front of the train has. No, it doesn't have it. Great. Also, I'll say one other thing about this train chat. Its layout makes no sense. Like, there's no way a train of this size would have been able to do all this. Hey, Drector, thank you so much for dropping by. How's it going? Welcome to the Hat in Time Ponless run. Or I should say the Hat in Time minimum pons challenge run. Yep. Something's over there. Yep, there's something up there. Just very careful too. Okay, that's just heart pons. That's fine. Relic. Yep. Happy early New Year's Eve to you, Drekor. Get up there? Yeah, we got it. There's another key up there. Can we carry multiple keys? So many questions. First, yarn. Okay, let's... Can I platform on those? Probably not. Nope. Worth a shot, just for fun. Alright, welcome back, Opera Nicholson. It's a filter applied for this level specifically, just to make it feel a bit more noir, I think. So you have to remember, this was a different planet after all, so it wasn't following the same rules as Shadoon. Ah, okay. Hope you enjoy the gathering, Drakor. Alright, no, I can't carry two at once. Interesting. That's actually something I did not know. But we'll have to come back this way. Which unfortunately means I think we have to collect a second one in this level because of the door. Again. Doors. Like, I know it looks like we might be able to get up there, but there's just no way. Like, ow. That's fair, Snowflake. I probably won't stay up for New Year's either. But if you are staying up for New Year's, hope you enjoy it. We can stay on that door. No, that one. Yeah, we have to do the top door, which means another pawn. Carefully. Alright, I hope it's just one pawn. Throw it in here. Please just be one. Okay, go. It was just one. Oh no, there's another one. Why? Why are there so many? Alright, that's another mandatory pawn. Delicious. 1 second. No? Oh, probably a shortcut then.
So you think you can just sneak around the train like this? Just drop the detective act.
I'll help you.
You'll never catch the
Please
real
be responsible, Captain Nicholson.
You can point your finger at someone without clues. The clock is ticking. Will you be able to find enough clues to point your finger at the murderer?
There's some yarn. There's our effort.
Gotcha!
Not Dalton! No! I can! Doing things the wrong way, let's go. Oh wait, I need the other key. Oh, I agree, KJ Smarts. Actually, it would probably be fantastic in a game like 999. He's such a funny character. Also very charming. Oh, good question, Snowflake. So, how did I come up with my name, Antomicx? It's actually a bit, I wouldn't say if it's, I'm not sure if silly is the right word, but it's not as interesting as you might think. So, when I have 2 brothers, and when we were younger, there was a Wii video game for the movie Ratatouille that we all wanted to play, but there weren't enough save files for all of us, I think. So we wanted to figure out how to name the files all to represent all of us, and what we did was we just took some letters from our names and threw it into the word Antomicx. And then when I went online, the name Antomicx was already taken, so I added an X to it, kind of like some kind of compound. And that's how that happened. Oh no! One moment, chat. We have another meme challenge to activate. How is this going to work, though? This is going to be funny. Bye! No, Leia, we were having so much fun. Bye. Leia! Time for you to go. It is Morpheus' turn to run the stream. And you can thank Mr. Gretgor for leaving the door open for Mafia. Gosh darn it, Gretgor! What have you done? Now come now. Hush. Mafia has... What is Mafia doing? They're trying to help me solve a murder. Murder? Mafia does not understand these things. Mafia is responsible for bad cooking at worst. Well, and extorting in all of those islanders for money for our various kitchens, but that's to be expected. That's really bad, Mr. Mafia. You should be ashamed of yourself. Mafia is trying to be clean this stream by solving murder rather than causing some kind of crime. And who is this? I have never seen this blue-haired girl before. What is your name? Leia. Are you going to give me trouble? Are you going to give Mafia trouble, Leia? Huh? That is good too. Mafia remind you of someone? Who is this? Who is this? Can you say their name? I think Leia is thinking of Sergey, am I right? Who is this Sergey? I've never met a Sergey. There's only Mafia and Mafia Boss. Ah, I see. So KK_Spark comes from a name that you wish we were given, and Sparks in it is short for Sparkles. That is very intriguing, Adams. Thank you for sharing that information with Mafia. Football 2 is confused. Mafia will explain. The direct door left door open, and Mafia and Mafia had Antomicx take a back seat, shall we say. While Mafia and this blue-haired girl, Leia, help us try to solve this murder. Let us see. There's rec room and luggage room. So many choices. Let us start with luggage room. I always forget where my luggage is. We have already been here. Yes, we have been here. This layout makes no sense. And I assume that must have been mandatory pawn, because we do have to come in here. Oh well. Mafia will just keep that pawn for safekeeping. Oh, blue-haired girl, you wanted the pawn? I'm sorry, but I cannot give that to you. And that was not a mandatory pawn, I landed. Oh dear. Could Mafia restart? You're already pretty far in level. But that pawn was completely avoidable. We didn't have to collect it. Mafia is confused. It's not the luggage room. Ah, Mafia understand. Mafia needs to go through this door. Also meant. Unfortunately, Mafia did collect an unnecessary pawn. So Mafia have question from chat. Should Mafia reset level again? Technically, we could beat this with one fewer pawn than It might be a bit of a longer stream than expected. But perhaps Mafia can speedrun That is the term, isn't it? Very well, Mafia will reset. Hey, it is past 9 o'clock. My understanding is that, Mafia's understanding is that the stream usually ends shortly after. Did Mafia try again one more time or start to wrap it? What do you think, Kat? Oh, how about you, Leia? What is your opinion on the matter? Wish to play more? Why is that? You wish to see Mud Girl go? Continue to try and solve murder? Well, very well. Ah, Gregor, you say there is a big step right at the beginning of the murder. Interesting. I'll have to keep that in mind. But first, Mafia must update the starting pawn. There we go. So we're starting this level with 48 pawns, and apparently this is how many pawns it took to get here. Not sure why you'd ever want to avoid pawns, but oh well. Mafia does not have to understand that. Without further ado, let's try to assault this murder.
Why, as from one owl
Mafia
to
believes the
another,
correct
we can
term was
share details.
dolphin.
I can help your daily life become more secure. What is your favorite combination of letters and numbers? I see. Did you also know that pets can have pets? But if you had a pet, what do you think the name of your pet's? Oh, can you decipher the scientific formula for me? I see, and
Mafia must continue.
there was a giant fire. Us express which body part of yours are you the most ashamed of, fellow? Oh, but
Ah, I see. The pawns are illegal along this planet's France. That would explain in why this small mud girl is trying to avoid them so carefully. But then again, Mafia I care not for laws, because as Mafia boss makes the laws. Now Mafia must proceed with investigation as it was done. That is correct, Gregor. The pawns in front of the doors cannot be avoided, which is good for Mafia, but bad for this challenge.
Mierda! On my Owl Express!
It's really annoying when there's a pawn in front of a door, because I just get why. It's like I'm just magnetized towards it.
Lee, we'll one state.
Mafia has 1 hour left to figure this out. Wait! What is it, Leia? Ah, that is correct. That's the right door. Thank you for pointing that out. Now it was Rec Room first.
Gotcha!
Then the mandatory pawn here. Whatever we do, Mafia must not go back through that door. And Mafia forgot to get key. Mafia believes T was up here. Lock is sticking for Mafia. Mafia should hurry up. Crows are now suspects for Mafia. That is a very cute emote snowflake. Mafia has never seen such an emote. Mafia has only collected 2 mandatory points so far, so that's good. I see. Happy Dorothy is happy. Apple time? What do you mean, apple time? MKK Sparks. Is there some apple for Mafia? But Mafia doesn't exploit that one either. Mafia shall add Dalton to the suspects list, just to seem unbiased. Mafia is sorry to hear that, Coppernick. But Mafia agrees, apples are delicious. Mafia understands. We're having apple as snack. That's as good. Apple is a very healthy snack. Yes, exactly. Antomicx totally isn't, and it's being locked outside his room right now, while Mafia plays the game. Mafia is trying to remember where other people. What? Mafia does not think it was Red Rock, but it was somewhere else. It came out of the luggage room. Perhaps it is VIP room. Oh, it was VIP room. Wait. Mafia is confused. Mafia knows there's another door here. Perhaps the door is up there. Mafia is confused by the layouts of this train.
One of his feathers. Right as he was about to sneeze.
Perhaps it was the Mafia is simply not remembering. Their door. Mafia, if there is door here, Mafia is not seeing it. Huh? What is this layout? Your least favorite enemy to deal with. But cats, they're so adorable. How could that be annoying? Electric cats? Mafia does not like the sound of cats. They were called show cats? I see. So these show cats were your least favorite enemy to deal with. Honestly, now that you mention it, Mafia would like an electric cat, but only if it did not shock Mafia. Darts made of bones. Well, those don't sound very scrumptious. What would Mafia even eat from a shark made completely out of bones? Mafia must let spawn here, though. Mafia must find the remaining evidence. The Mafia does not understand how the train is this big. Plushie of an electric cat. That does sound nice. But Mafia thinks that sounds like Pokemon. Mafia is keeping an eye out for
I asked her about her least favorite body part.
It seems the only way I can get rid of you is to make you run out of time. So here's a fun time eater. Has gotten itself in an unusual situation.
Why is Apollo up there? That is very dangerous.
The wood cutting machine. What an odd coincidence. What are you going to do? Save it from becoming sawdust? Or figure out who the murderer is?
That actually sounds like a good hobby, Snowflake. Mafia would recommend that. Making plushies. Even Mafia can appreciate a good plushies. Monsieur Grasshead head isn't over his head again, isn't he? Don't give me that look, Leia. I may not like Apollo, but I'm not that heartless. See? He's safe now. Mafia is just checking for
Thank you, kind human, for saving me.
other things.
I found his clue on the murderer. Hope it helps you.
Mafia thinks that owl looks suspicious. Mafia sees more evidence.
Gotcha!
Come here. Mafia must be very careful. Not want to get caught prematurely. Mafia thinks there's something over there. Mafia knows there is one last suspect, and whoever that is must be the true culprit. After all, why else would it take so long to find? Actually, Mafia will go with the song first, then.
Man, this is the life. Nothing beats a hot sauna. Did you hear some noise outside?
Don't fly, but Mafia cannot fly. I can't fly either, as much as I'd want to. Mafia sees the final door. Perhaps this is the key piece of evidence Mafia is missing. Indeed, this is the evidence. I knew it. Mafia knew it. Also, Mafia... What? Ah! Wait. Why? Oh, did I forget to mention I'm not actually a human? Ah! Oh, come on, Cherie. You should know that love has no boundaries, right? Precisely.
So, who
Ha! Mafia knew those crows were not the best detectives. They had 1 hour, 1 whole hour, to investigate and found no evidence.
We couldn't find any conclusive evidence.
What? So you've done pickle to solve the case? Who's the murderer? Which one of you did it?
Now, who did this? The crows, protecting and serving at all cost. The owls, who have eyes everywhere and saw nothing. The conductor, who still blabbed, apparently cursing. Come on, Leia, you don't think I'd actually do this, right? Right? Your expression isn't giving me much confidence, Cherie. Well, it definitely wasn't my aunt. Wait a minute, is that owl sleeping? Very well. If I must.
You did it! Why, yes! It all makes sense!
Yes, I did, because I don't want to star in these movies. I just want my junk so I can go home.
You saw the Express Owl all by himself. A lonely victim in your master scheme.
Yes, my master scheme to just ruin this movie so I can get my junk and get out of here.
With a hatred for society and its rapidly increasing progress of transportation, you strike down the first passenger you saw.
Are you seriously improvising this now, conductor? That was not in the original script, and I read it twice.
His body laid like a mannequin, with blood spilling everywhere, and the smell. It woke your inner demons.
I think that was just the brewing potions, but whatever.
Then you tore off his limbs and ate them one by one, like an animal lusting for blood.
I did no such thing. You can look at his body.
That's how it happened, wasn't it? You murdered that owl in cold blood.
Actually, I'm fine. She just stuck this fake rubber knife on me and told me to play dead.
Mafia thinks the other options all are acceptable, and it ends in a silly way. Well, this is movie after all.
But still, you've gone too far this time, detective. You're going to the doghouse.
Do I at least get my junk?
Well, thanks for solving the murder, lassie. Not only did you reveal the murderer, you also revealed that the victim was never harmed.
Yes, cause it's a movie.
And you gave us intense footage for the movie. What? You think I'd let a murder happen on my Owl Express? Oh, think again. That was all just a setup for my newest Owl Oh, you think DJ Picnic will make a movie that's even remotely as good? Ha! I think not.
Ah. It's exactly KK Sparks. After all, everyone knows that blood is pink. If this is the Danganronpa universe. Right?
Here, take this thingamajig and
It's
get
called
out of here.
junk, not thingamajig. Thank goodness. Now I can finally get off this set. Ponless. Or not ponless, but as few pawns as possible. See, we only collected 4 pawns. That's okay, I guess. Though we won't be able to include this on a truly pawnless route, at least we've mapped it out. That right, Leia? Job. Mafia did good job, did Mafia not? Well, what's this? Boss, is that you? I see. What? You actually watched this stream? Mafia did not know, and Mafia is interfering, and I'm watching one of your favorite streamers. Mafia is sorry. Please do not hurt Mafia. What? I should just bring him back? Oh, okay. Get in here, you. Rude. Oh, and the door's over there. Mafia knows where the door is. Alrighty, chat. So, let's, I think we should update the pawn counter. How many pawns was that? I wasn't here recently. Did someone fill me in? Hmm? Oh, you're counting on your fingers, Leia. 1, 2, 3, 4? 4 pawns? Alright. 4 pawns on Owl Express, apparently. That's unfortunate, but it is better than... At least it's better than the Mafia boss was, but definitely if there is a Ponless route here, we won't be able to include that, of course. Oh well. Doors. Apparently what we learned tonight is that doors are our enemy. Oh, and you have to go too, right, Leia? Well, Snowflake, I gave you a fair farewell. And, of course, Snowflake, glad you were here, and glad you enjoyed it so much. Bye! Leia saying goodbye. Have a good time on Crossworlds, Leia. Bye! Now, I really do have to start wrapping that up. We are, I think, more than a half hour over what I usually do, but it's okay. It is New Year's Eve, after all. So, if you're watching on YouTube and you enjoy what you saw, please consider subscribing on YouTube. It's free. You can always change your mind later, and it's a great way to show support. If you're watching on Twitch, we will be doing a raid, so feel free to stick around for that if you want. If you're watching on YouTube, have a great night.